Hey guys, so welcome back to Tip Talks 22. We are here. I wanted to say that this was the final reading, but Spirit was like, "No, don't say that." So I don't know what is to come, but I got a request or two actually to look into the connection between DeAndre and the third relationship partner or boyfriend. And his name is Derek. I don't know his last name. I don't want to do too much research into him. I just looked at a couple pictures, which of course I needed for the thumbnail of this video, from DeAndre's page. And yeah, so that's what we're going to go on. The concern, or I feel like what's being said, is that they had broken up like the day before the day before Julian and DeAndre took this trip to Alabama from Georgia. If you guys aren't caught up on this case, definitely look back at the previous two readings. But the day before they took this trip to Alabama from Georgia, people are saying that Derek and DeAndre broke up the day before. Spirit said that is not true. That's not true. It had been a little longer than a day. So it's so annoying sometimes to hear certain things because you can hear how things get twisted. Even in the video, like you can watch the video and people say one thing and then it gets paraphrased in the comments below. And it's like, what? That is not what was said. So anyway, Spirit said that whole one day breakup was not the case. Like one day since the breakup, that was not true. So it had been a little longer than that. But we are going to take a look at the vibe, the energy between he and DeAndre. And also they told me to check into the connection between he and his brother Tim. So that's why we're here today. This shouldn't take too long. We're going to see what Spirit has to share with us regarding the answers and the questions that we have. All right? So let's hop in. Okay, so guys, for Derek and DeAndre, we're going to do a relationship spread. So we'll just see what's happening with that. And this is DeAndre. Oh, interesting. This is DeAndre's energy on the top. And we'll definitely talk about it. That's very interesting. That's a very interesting energy. Oh my goodness. That is very interesting energy. And I wasn't expecting it. I gotta tell you, I was not expecting it. Okay, hold on. Let me get his DeAndre's energy. That really shocked me. I'm gonna pause for 2 seconds. Well, you know what it is. Okay. So the reason why this shocked me, remember I said this top row is DeAndre. The reason why this shocked me is because we do have this Knight of Swords energy. And the Knight of Swords is kind of a, you see it, right? It can be an aggressive energy. It can be an energy of pursuit, chase, aggression. If you are dealing with someone that you are not comfortable with, it can be that energy of like, why you sweating me, right? Yeah, hold on a second. And it can be off-putting, right? Especially if it's somebody you are not familiar with, even if it's somebody that you're familiar with, if you're not feeling a vibe, then it's going to be off-putting, right? So what's that Hangman, Spirit? Okay. So I feel like, child, why am I seeing this way? I feel like he may have been kind of torn between wanting to talk to DeAndre and kind of taking this break or this separation. Ooh, child. I don't know if they had been in a lot of conflict previously or just arguing. So this could be somebody who, of course, you're never excited, right, about ending a relationship if you feel like it's time for it to end or to change. I don't want to downplay it though. I feel like this is someone who feels like they were definitely in some type of conflict at the time, that they were kind of taking a break, not speaking. I feel like it's not even that. It feels like this person felt like there was an obstacle in the way, right? This is somebody who kind of wanted to either present their offer, like they felt like they may have or would have an opportunity to either explain something, express some type of love, present an offer to DeAndre. Definitely somebody who was kind of hopeful about the way things would go or could go. What's this too? This is somebody I feel like this is almost kind of like normal breakup feeling. But this is like, it's like the love hate energy. Like there's a lot of love here. Definitely showing up as the lover, someone who you have this history with, that you've known for a long time, that's felt like family. But then also feeling like, okay, that was then, like this situation has changed. So there is a desire to kind of pursue this person and speak with this person. But it's also like, I understand that we are broken up, but the ego is saying, right, like we need to talk, right? Hold on a sec. The six. Yeah. Hmm. So who's this? Who's this king? And we got the King of Pentacles here, the Emperor here, the Knight of Cups here as well. So let me see what this is. So definitely feeling like abandoned, like shut out of a situation. And sad about that. Really processing their feelings. The King. Processing their feelings about that. There. We talking about dear. Feeling like, okay, well, they made their choice. Right? They made their choice. But he may have felt like the reason that he chose the other person was some BS. Right? He may have felt like the reason that he chose Julian, like he and like I feel like he feels like DeAndre was being manipulated or controlled in some way. Mm-hmm. Like he feels like DeAndre was being influenced perhaps by Julian to be done with Eric. Does that make sense? Julian is the person who is the person of interest right now, according to Birmingham Police Department. So that's the third boyfriend in this polyamorous partnership. So yeah, that's what this feels like. Now, the thing that's kind of concerning is this Eight of Wands, because the Eight of Wands can be a couple things. It can be forward movement, it can be travel, right? It can be making progress. But with the energy of this, I definitely want to clarify the energy of the cards that came before it. I definitely want to clarify this Eight of Wands. And the Knight of Pentacles. I really feel like, especially too with the Knight of Wands here, because the Knight of Wands can kind of be impulsive, right? They're definitely someone who takes action. Someone who is charming. What's this Tower? Y'all, let me tell you though, I'm not seeing anything. Like, this looks like someone who is feeling like they're supposed to feel about a breakup, right? About the boundaries that's being put in place, especially if you feel like you've been somebody else was chosen over you. This feels like that. So there's like this little bit of anger, but it's still like a very deep love. It's a lot of processing of emotions and a desire to talk, but also like to respect that person's wishes. So you're in your head, right? And you're processing your feelings and your emotions here, and you're thinking about this new relationship, or this person being newly committed to something or someone else, and you're feeling alone, you're feeling left out, and you're doing some reflecting. Okay. What is that? I was noticing how I hadn't seen this card just yet. So I definitely feel like there was some type of communication happening. It could have been via phone, via text. I really do feel like there may be somebody here. Who's this King of Wands? Who could be like kind of stubborn. Oh, okay. Kind of stubborn. Used to having their way. Maybe even easily tempted or controlled. I feel like this is Derek's perception of DeUndray. Okay? So this energy that can be aggressive, this could also feel like something happened so quickly. Like, what the heck happened? Like, this dynamic changed so quickly, right? And then here we have the Ace of Cups with the Death card. So it's like the Ace of Cups is definitely deep love, an outpouring of expression. And then the Death card is that ending or change or transformation. So this is someone who was hopeful about the future, wanting to fight for the relationship, but having to put, of course, these boundaries in place with somebody that you have a romantic bond or tied to. Yeah, for sure. So y'all, yeah, this feels like, man, like say you've been with somebody for a long time, or you have this deep love for them, then all of a sudden you don't, like, this person is like, we're done, or I'm doing something else, and I don't want to do this part anymore, and we're going out of town. So you are left like processing the situation. So there's still like this outpouring of love, like these emotions that you feel, but then it's like you have to go work through that period of adjusting to the situation the way that it is. You may want to text this person. You may send them a text. You may get nostalgic and remember some things. You may get in that energy like, oh, I should have said this, or I wish this person saw or felt like I felt. It doesn't even feel like a lot of, like, I'm trying to change your mind or force you to feel or believe anything. It feels like DeUndray is in a space where it's like, yeah, this person is blind. Like, they can't see somebody else for who they are, right? So I don't know if this is if he is thinking about Julian, like DeUndray think that's his person, but that is not his person, or he think that's where he's supposed to be, but no. But I'm not going to even try to convince him. Like, that kind of energy. Hold on a sec. Yeah, so I feel like it was a toxic dynamic. There were definitely too many players on the field, coach. It was a toxic dynamic. And actually, De'Aric's guys were like, get out of that. Goosey's. Yeah. This is something, ooh, child, Goosey's going nuts. This is something that I feel like, oh yes. Oh yes. De'Aric's, oh Lord, I'll eat damn D's. This is something that I feel like De'Aric's guys did not want him to be a part of. That is super clear. That is super clear. Yeah. So, because with that Seven of Swords, it's like this, ooh, full body goosebumps. With that Seven of Swords, that's like some toxic energy. That's somebody doing some sneaky stuff. That's somebody doing some behind the scenes stuff. That's somebody doing some stuff that could be illegal, that could blow up on you in the future. That's somebody doing some tricky stuff. And yeah, you needing to pull yourself away from that energy. Okay? And that was the outcome. So I feel like he is in a space where he's like, I knew it was gonna be a bad idea, or I knew it was gonna be something bad to happen as a result of this. I knew it. That's what he's feeling like. Oh, bless his heart. What's that for? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just looking. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. What's the message? I don't want to say it's like I told you so. I knew he wasn't no good, but that's kind of what it looked like. That's kind of what it looked like. Okay. That's wild. So from DeAndre's standpoint regarding De'Aric, definitely an emotional tie, an emotional bond, but kind of going back and forth with probably his emotions and likely his actions too. What is this Two of Coins? What is this? What's this Seven of Swords? I do not like this. So it looks like he was torn too between taking this break, pulling back from De'Aric, and exploring like this two-person partnership. Somebody was definitely in his ear trying to influence him. And he was trying to figure out, how can I do, I don't know if he's trying to figure out who not to piss off the most, or how he can kind of have this, but also that. He felt super stuck. Super stuck. So I don't know if he felt like he didn't have a choice in how he was behaving in this relationship. But it feels like, yeah. It feels like he felt a little controlled. I don't even want to say controlled. I say manipulated. Like, this is somebody who, like this person, his connection with Derek, that's his wish fulfillment. That was his wish fulfillment. And it feels like that changed. Like, okay, what I thought I wanted, I don't really want anymore. But he was torn about that. He didn't know. He wasn't sure about that. Goosies. Okay. Spirit says, say it almost feels like somebody's telling you what to think, right? Trying to get you, trying to sway your opinion of someone or something. But it seems also like DeUndre fell for it. It's almost like, okay, I'm going to just say that and then get away from this card. Feels like somebody being tempted by the devil. All right. Tempted, I want to say it like that. Being tempted by the devil. Being shown like, no, you should come over here. This is good for you because that person's bad for you. Then you go to that person that's supposed to be good for you and that person is the damn devil. That's what that looks like. Hold on. This makes me so sad because it feels like the person that DeUndre thought was manipulating him was not even that. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. And there was something that he was blinded by. Hold on. With this judgment card. Yeah. I feel like the decision that DeUndre made in this relationship, he chose wrong. I wonder what his sign is. I feel like he chose wrong. I do feel like he was supposed to let a partner go. But there are some red flags that he was ignoring. Some things that he didn't see or that he wasn't looking at correctly. Definitely an energy of confusion in this relationship. Definitely some hidden factors. And one of them, I feel like there could be like some low self-esteem or like a low sense of self-worth with DeUndre. Like some insecurities. So sometimes when we deal with insecurities, we attach ourselves to people that boost our ego, right? So how do they boost our ego? It's like, oh, this person is deemed as super attractive or this or that. Then, yeah, if I'm attached to them, then that makes me look good. Something superficial. And people do it, yeah, people do it all the time, even though their heart is going in a different direction. Absolutely. There's also something here. That's happening behind the scenes that could be money or business related. So it's like, okay, this person knows somebody that's going to allow us or help us to do this. So let me stay attached to this person. Or there's like listen, okay, there's a get money opportunity with this person. There's a financial benefit or opportunity with this person. So I'm going to go this way. And that's what he did. And that's how it turned out. Okay. Oh Lord. I'm going to use a different deck. So they also wanted me to check into the brother Tim's energy. I still feel like based on what we saw there, that this aligns with the previous reading with Julian's energy and the brother-in-law. That's horrible. Let's see. Tim. This really feels like a lot of love. A lot of love. So as I'm clarifying this Knight of Cups energy here, while I feel like there is some love that he had for his brother, I don't know if Dre was helping people financially in his family, or like there's somebody here who has like a motive for the feeling or affection that they have towards somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that supportive family member, but it's just because they're just supportive because they know that you're going to be well known one day, or that you get a lot of money. It's that kind of energy. It's kind of gross. Like it's disgusting that people do that. What is this star in reverse? I feel like they don't talk. They didn't talk very, very much. If they talked, it was like surface level. So this could be someone who like disagree with his lifestyle at one point. But you know, honey, a lot of people will accept certain ways of being or living or lifestyles when they see green money, right? Where it's like, okay, well, it's not that bad. I definitely feel like there's like this sense of judgment from Tim. Absolutely. Right? About the way that he was living his life. But I don't know if he was trying to like come around to be more accepting. If he was, I feel like it was financially motivated about like, listen. This Knight of Cups energy is what he thinks about the relationship. You got the Five of Coins in reverse. This is somebody who's worried about money and their stability. Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Coins, this family situation, the Queen of Pentacles. And then this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, though. This financial opportunity here that you have that is like, let's see how it goes. When you should be allowing the divine to work your issues out. This is how he sees this relationship. Like, this is somebody who is going to help solve our financial issues. That's that bullshit. Baby, that's wild. Let me see what this is. Yeah, I don't feel like he had a lot of communication with him. But he loved him. It's kind of like that, loving this person from a distance. It's that kind of energy. For sure. And I feel like it's most definitely connected to his sexuality, okay? So we don't have to dig into that too deeply. We know how people feel. And, you know, they're allowed to feel how they feel. Yeah, but how does Goose sees... How does he feel since this loss, the outcome? I feel like he's a little shocked. He's a little shocked. Definitely processing some emotions. But it don't even look too deep. It don't even look too deep. At all. It don't look too deep at all. Like it's not super emotional there. It's not like a super emotional loss. A little bit. What is this, Queen? It's like, I'm really sad and sorry that happened. But, you know, I'm going to live my life and I got to move on. I guess that's how you're supposed to do it, right? When you lose a loved one. But it doesn't feel like a lot of emotional bond or tie connected to that situation at all. Anyway, let me say something. One last question. Okay, so they will get to the bottom of this, though. There will be justice for Dre.